Hey, how's it going, guys? So I think the most common question I get asked about is about my back training and any advice I can give out. And I always recommend to try splitting your back days up into 2 days. So one day that's a vertical day, one day that's a horizontal day. Just because the back is so complex, so many muscles, so many angles, so many exercises, it's really hard to get that into one day. So then the next question is, what do my days look like? So what exercises do I do on each day? And so I decided to record my horizontal day, and this is actually a heavy horizontal day. So if you want to give it a try, the routine is on the screen and as well as in the description. So I start off with rack pulls all the time just because by the time that I'm done with all the rowing movements, my grip strength is pretty bad. So I just like to get my rack pulls out of the way. And so as you can see, I put a plate on, warmed up, two plates warmed up, and eventually worked my way up to 335 and did a set, I think I did set 6 with that. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go into bent over rows. I like to start with rack pulls, and once I'm done with that, I go with my upper back and I work my way down. For upper back, I'm doing bent over rows. As you can see, I like to warm up. I just do a 45, just do a couple warm up sets, and then eventually I did 205, and I'm doing sets of 8. It is a heavy back day, and this was pretty easy for 205, so I decided to challenge myself, get some chalk, and try 225. I'm not a big fan of straps. I've never really used them. So for traps, rack pulls, rowing exercises, I just like to use my grip strength just because I'm trying to build that up. So as you can see right here, I'm going to walk up to the bar. I'm going to pick it up, and for a form, you're going to see that I keep my back at a 45-degree angle right here. So I go down, back at a 45-degree angle, and I pull towards my upper ab area, keeping my elbows at about a 45-degree angle as well, really squeezing that upper back. So once I'm done with my upper back, I like to go down and hit my lats. And I like to start with my lats, hitting them individually. So we don't have heavy dumbbells at this gym. So I just took the easy curl bar. It's 110 pounds. And I just did rows with this. And I honestly really like this version of this exercise just because having to balance that, the barbell is just a whole challenge in itself. And I really like that. That's probably my favorite back exercise as of now. So then once I'm done hitting the lats individually, I hit them at the same time. So I'm doing some T-bar rows right here. I'm just doing it on the station. And then once I'm done on here, as you can see, I'm getting a really good squeeze at the top. I'm not doing a whole bunch of swinging and jerking. You can see me get a really good stretch on my lats. But once I'm done with that, I'm going to do some heavy cable rows. I did do sets of 8, and I actually tried the whole stack. Felt pretty good. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to finish with my last rowing exercise, which is going to be the Yates row. And that's a different exercise. Not a lot of people know about it. So I like to do one low row exercise just to hit my lower part of my lats. So it looks pretty similar to a bent over row. However, you're going to notice I have my back parallel, not at a 45-degree angle. And I pull towards the bottom of my belly button, not just the upper part of my abs. And as you can see, I keep my elbows close together, not at a 45-degree angle. And that's going to really hit the lower part of your lats. And to finish the back workout off, I do some pull-ups. And I know it's not a vertical day, and that is a vertical exercise. However, it's the fundamental back exercise. I like to do them just at the end of my workout. And then once I'm done with that, I did do shoulders and traps. Didn't want to include the whole shoulder workout. Didn't want to make the video too long. So for traps, I did some heavy shrugs and some upright rows. So if you guys like the content and you want more, just subscribe and leave a like.